Hey there, it's Jodi Komitor, and I am here to share a little Wednesday wisdom with you. And I'm sitting at my new desk, and actually it's really funny because it's just a blank wall behind me right now, but I will add something to that shortly. Okay, so what I want to share with you today, the wisdom is around owning your shit, right? So I posted about this on my Facebook a couple days ago, and I got a really good response. And really what it is like, I'm not freaking perfect, right? Like, I am not perfect. My life is not perfect, regardless of what, comes across on social media. I actually have noticed, not a lot, but like just, enough for me to actually be aware of it. Like, there was a few situations recently where I was like, I don't really like that about myself. I don't really like the way I handled that. One, for example, specifically, is that I sent an email to somebody, and as soon as I hit send, I was like, oh, why did I write that? That was awful. I should not have said that. And she actually wrote me back and was quite surprised that I said that, whatever I did say. And I actually was totally planning on writing her, but she got to me before. But my point is that, granted, like, none of us are perfect, right? Like, it's the human experience. We're perfectly imperfect. But can we own our shit when we do screw up? And that's, really what this life is about, is owning it, and making amends, or saying, I'm sorry, or just really taking responsibility for when we do things that actually aren't for the best or our highest. And so, that really takes courage, and a lot of strength to actually show up differently. So that's kind of really where I'm at, is like just really owning it. And so actually what I did in this email is I actually was like totally told her, I was like, I totally was going to get to you, and I'm glad you did. And yes, what I said was actually not really cool, and here's really how I am feeling. And so I owned it and I cleaned it up. And that's really what this is about. It's like, okay, so we do things that we don't really like about ourselves, but instead of trying to defend or, find ways to, make us still look good, right? But can we still, actually be vulnerable and own it and take responsibility for it, and be willing to look ugly? I'm up for that. So, yeah, that's my wisdom today. And I would love to hear from you around this topic. So what's your wisdom, right? So how do you handle situations when you actually do something that you're not necessarily proud of, right? Do you own it? Do you take responsibility? Or do you kind of like, okay, I'm just not going to deal with that? So would love to hear your wisdom as always. And thanks so much for watching, for your support on my journey. There's light inside of me, there's light inside of you, and together we are one. Namaste.